All right. Hey, how's it going? My name's Jory, and this is Daegu Diamond Talk. My name's Jory Tisdale. You can call me JT. Um, and yeah, I've been playing in the DSL off and on for 5 seasons now. First joined the league in 2019, so gosh, that was 6 years ago. Got drafted by Matty Campbell's Weekend Warriors. Had a really good season. Won the championships. I think it was Matty's first year captaining that year. And then 2020 COVID happened, so didn't get to play any more ball for another year and a half until fall 2020. Was on good times that year with Jason. Um, Won another championship that year too, and then 2021, Jason's team again. Good times in the spring, so that was fun being able to play the fall and then the spring, and then took off to Costa Rica / America for about 2 years. Took a little hiatus, and then came back in 2023 last spring. Good times again. Made the championship. Didn't quite go all the way.
I don't think we played a championship game that last year.
Last year,
Yeah, I can't remember that.
you don't remember? We went to the championship though.
Yeah, but don't talk about the result.
Okay. Yeah, we got smashed. And then that was on your team then, Greg, and then and then last fall, Pitch Perfect.
My name is Greg. Go by many nicknames. You may hear OG, Long Leg. I'm entering my 4th spring season in the DSL. First year I was an injury pickup, playing for Ruben's Low Strinkers. He likes me well enough to pick me up again the following year. Last year, again, on good times with Jory here. Had a good season overall, right? Again, shame it didn't end. There was no conclusion to that year. Played fall ball again with Ali Melody's team, Pitch Perfect, and
Ran the table.
And we fell under the table. And here we go. Ready for the next season. Season 19 in the league.
This is season 19, yep. Anyways, about the show, Daegu Diamond Talk, we wanted to provide a little entertainment to the league. Obviously, we've had podcasts. Zach had a great podcast. Murray's got a podcast going. Waters and Hebs, they had the Daegu Dogs for a while. And yeah,
Shout out
Daegu Dogs. So, and kind of the vision we have for this show is to not only provide like weekly updates, right, and break down past weekends' performances, but also just provide a little bit of friendly banter. We hope to potentially get some special guests on. Already some people kind of like that I'm thinking about that could be joining, some of our close friends, and then also some people that we like to get to know better, I think. So
yeah, some highlights between the weeks, some shout outs, some good players, anyone fun, interesting that we want to talk to.
Everyone's fun and interesting in the DSL. I mean,
that's true.
Athlete spotlights, predictions, and just all things ball, right? So if you have any topics that you'd like for us to talk about, or any questions, general questions that you have, I just made the Gmail account and going to be making the YouTube channel soon. And you can reach us at Daegu_Diamond_Talk@gmail.com. Anything you'd like to add to that, Greg?
More than anything else, it's just another way to talk about how much fun we're having in the league, right? Introduce anything we want to talk to, tell the rookies what's going on. Gives us something to do on a Monday evening, which is when we'll be filming. Have a beer, hang out with Jory, and get the week started right.
Yeah, so film on a Monday, and then hopefully post it to YouTube and on the league page by Thursday. Don't quote me on that. Some weeks might be a little different than others, but that's the production schedule that I will be aiming for. With how much negativity we got going on in the world, right? Just whether it's politics, whether it's this, whether it's that, the economy, we want to bring some joy. And it's spring, like it's the best time of the year. The DSL is getting underway. We got MLB popping off soon. Daegu Samsung Lions, they just got rolling. I think
great opening weekend for the Lions.
2 wins already for the Lions. Hopefully the Mariners can play some good ball this year. And sorry about your Yankees last season, buddy.
I took a lot of L's last year. Hopefully this year is a little better.
I don't know. I hope that was recording. The next thing I want to talk about, I wanted to give a special shout out to LV. If you've been to LV Studio, you could probably guess by the backdrop that we are in LV Studio. She was nice enough to let us kind of rent the space on Monday nights to just talk Daegu ball, and it's a little bit closer to Greg than it is for me, but
Thanks for coming out.
yeah, that's okay. I enjoy the bike ride, and yeah, I mean, what doesn't LV do for the league, right? She's providing all the league updates. She's just the voice for the league, and she's also been nice enough to rent the space to us. She provided these ring lights, and we got the stands. So and I invested a little bit of money on these microphones. So I mean, it's all for you guys. It's all for the viewers. I'm just gonna read the draft off in alphabetical order by team and then by name for each person on that team. So first off, we have Alcoballics. And on the Alcoballics, we have, and if I say your name wrong, I sincerely apologize. A little bit bad with names, and there's a lot of newcomers in the league this year, so I'll try my best. Aditya Singh.
He goes by Eddie, so that'll make it easier for you.
Eddie Singh.
Yep.
Eddie. Okay. I don't think I knew that. Amanda Harazo. Declan Williamson. Derek Bergen, reigning MVP, male MVP of the league. We've got LV Whitney, who we just mentioned, who is captaining the team. Owen McKelvey. Michael Tomasulo. Robert or Bobby Dalton. Shane Dwan. Sunmi Yu. This is a long team. Vanessa Bruce. William Wickham. And Yejun Lee. Nice.
Let's talk about the teams.
A lot of names that I recognize here. A few that I don't. What do you like off that team?
What do I like off the team? Well, I think she did a great job drafting the team. I mean, anytime you can get Derek on your team, right?
Yeah.
You're looking pretty good here.
Right.
Top
middle infield's covered.
Right? Yeah, with LV and Derek there. There appears to be a lot of new players on this team, right?
Yeah, some names that I don't recognize too much.
We'll break down the rookies later, but
Will, obviously we know him pretty well personally. Another stud on the team, can play the outfield. He's been playing a lot more first base these days.
That's right.
When his bat's on, he can hit with the best of them, I'd say, and got a lot of speed. So a well-rounded player there.
One thing I can say is this team looks to be pretty fearless. They're not afraid of the ball coming right at their face. Derek won the Mark Nudio Award last year. For people that don't know, that's the person who puts their body on the line for the league, always getting scraped up, cuts and bruises. The thing with Derek is because he's playing hard. I've gotten a few injuries in the past. That's because I'm drunk. Right.
Yeah, you've had some nasty scrapes.
Yeah, I had a leg infection last year. That was great.
And that went around, and then you passed that to Quentin, right?
No, we don't talk about that.
Who got it first, you or him?
I had it first. I started it.
Yeah.
So again, Derek, he plays hard. Owen, fearless. Shane, fearless. Shane wants to get hit by the ball, I'm pretty sure. Will, again.
Yeah, good outfield. Owen plays outfield.
Third base, wherever.
He can catch it well. Shane plays outfield, really fast, speedy. So
the fast team, that's true.
Will can play some outfield. Obviously, you got to have Derek at shortstop, if not third. He's a vacuum over there. Really good bat. One player that I'm really curious to see play this year is Robert Dalton, LV's brother. So strategically drafted him. Makes sense. From what I hear, he plays a good third base. He's saying he wants to play the hot corner this year.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So I think he's got a good arm. Really haven't seen him throw. I've seen him play a lot of darts, a lot of pool, a lot of bar games, but haven't seen him play DSL too much. So I think he can hit. He's good at games, right? He's a gamer.
He's a gamer.
So I'm really curious to see him play week 1.
We had a rain out last year, and we weren't playing any games. And some people found a baseball and they were pitching. And I saw Bobby take the mound and throw some pitches, and it was coming in pretty fast. So If that can translate to
Oh,
third base.
yeah. And like what, Robert was catching or something?
Yeah, I
Or
think they traded a couple times.
okay. Yeah, I mean, if he can throw it hard on the mound, then he'll be able to get it over from third base
I
to
think
first
so.
like pretty easily, and just got to field the grounder. It's the hot corner. So
So whoever's that first there, if it's Will or Michael, be careful.
Michael, yeah, Michael. Oh, and Michael's just speaking of the Rust
He played
Buster,
well.
he played really well, and saw him make some good catches in the outfield. I think he Rob of a like a potential home run. So and Rob hit it pretty deep. So
He's got some foot stuff. If his foot's feeling fine, I mean, Michael can be out there running, shagging balls in the outfield, doing pretty well.
mm-hmm. And then a couple new faces, yeah, that I don't really know yet. Sunmi, Vanessa, and Yejun. But
Hope to meet you guys out there.
look forward to meeting them soon. Let's break down the next team.
So this is Team Breaking Bats. We've been told, make sure you don't say the S. It's a singular bat that they're breaking.
Oh, Breaking Bad.
Yep.
It's not Breaking Bads,
No,
right?
we don't have multiple bats. The budget isn't there. So again, in alphabetical order, we have Brandon So, we have Haley Fortin, Catherine Brashears, Kiara Walker, Jackie Shin, Jaeyoon Choi. Oh, you. Hey, Jory Tisdale.
Yours truly.
Mia Perez, Murray Johnson, Quinton Stollery,
Uh-huh.
Remy Rao, the captain, Tim Warner. 3rd year as a captain, I believe. 3rd different team name that he's had. See if he sticks with this one.
So he was the Wannabes last year. What was he the year before? I don't think it was
Double Trouble.
Double Trouble. I was not playing that year. Okay.
And last but not least, of course, had a great first fall season, Titus Bourne.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I mean, that's my team. Can't really say anything bad about this team, right?
How homer are we making this show?
Don't want to say anything negative about this team, right, Greg?
I mean, I'll talk about it if you don't really want to talk about it. This is a Tim team. It's a bunch of solid, great players. Defensively, super solid up and down. Tim's team led the league in runs last year, if you didn't know that.
The Wannabes?
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
They
I mean,
scored the
won.
most.
They ran the table. Like they had good defense. They really timely hitting. Like
again, death by 1,000 cuts. That's what they did to us in the championship.
mm-hmm.
That's what they did to everybody. But a
couple players that I've played with on this team, well, on the good times, Brandon
Yep.
So, really reliable outfielder, can really hit it well. And then also Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, one of my favorite players to play with, to be honest. Like
true rookie, I believe, last year. I don't know if he's ever played baseball.
It looks like he has, but like
yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Like he's got the baseball pants. He's got the like a proper baseball outfit on, and just like the nicest guy. Like
oh yeah,
and plays a really good first and a really good outfield. So really excited to play with Jackie again.
His wife's a great cook too.
Mm-hmm.
She brings great food. If you're on that team and you have a team potluck, you'll be eating well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she made some good chicken curry.
Something. Exactly. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Running down. Who else you played with?
Those are the only...
Really?
Well, I played with Quentin Stollery, pitch perfect last year.
Oh, right.
In the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Always a great guy to have on the team. Really good on the scouting reports. He knows every player in the league, and just a good player to have on the team. And a utility player, can play at any position really, anywhere you need him to play. Never played with Tim, and I've always wanted to play with Tim, so I'm really stoked that he's my captain this year. Super nice, super likable guy. From Boston, so got a little bit of that Northeast connection, you guys. Boston Yankees rivalry going on.
I met his parents last year. We talked all about New England and Dunkin' Donuts and all the staples up there.
Okay, yeah, I've only been in the Northeast once, so yeah, we got the Northeast, the Northwest connection here. I'm from Seattle,
right?
And then Titus, had a really good
Stud.
Coming out party in the fall, and seems to have a head of steam coming into the spring. So excited to play with him. I mean, I've never been on Haley's team. Haley's great. Plays a good second base. Yep. Murray, never played with him.
Really?
Like
that's third base all the way.
Bunch of guys I haven't played with. Remy Rowe, I saw him on the Rust Buster.
Great.
Super athletic, fast, looks like he can play anywhere. Told me he was like a college wide receiver, semi-pro wide receiver. Yeah, even better.
He's a dog, man. He wants the ball hit to him.
I know Kiera from the fall. I think she was on Robert's team, and then
That's right.
a couple other people I don't really know. But excited to meet them and play with Breaking Bat.
As we talked about with LV, if you're on her team, she likes to do names on the back of the uniforms. But if you're on Quentin Stollery's team, which you are, usually he gets hats for his team. So anyone on Breaking Bat, you can look forward to that.
I mean,
if he does it,
that's a big investment. I mean, if the hats are coming my way, sure. That'd be awesome, Quentin. No pressure though.
Be a nice green color.
Yeah, and that honestly, like, that is my favorite show, Breaking Bad. Like, I've watched it maybe 3 times over. So it's gonna be a shirt that I'll wear off the field a lot too. I think. Yeah. Like a lot of the jerseys I don't really wear, maybe at the gym or something,
Right.
but like I don't know. And I like forest green. Just everything about this team is exciting for me. So looking forward to that.
Did you stick with number 29 this year?
Yeah. So, but I had to talk with Tim about that because he was 29 last year, and I was like, hey, yeah, I know you were 29 last year. Like, what are we gonna do about this? You're the obviously you have to concede to the captain.
Sure.
Like, so I was like, hey, like, you know, I think I put it in the chat. I was like, hey, if you want to be 29, I would like to be 29.
Yep.
I know you were 29 last season. What should we do? He's like, oh no, I only picked 29 because the number that I wanted wasn't there. He wanted something like 9 or 19 or 1 or something like that. But he's like, oh, but you'll have to share that number with my daughter. So I think his daughter is gonna have like 29, like off on the field too. So, but that's cool. Yeah. So I got my number, and yeah, life is good. So Breaking Bat. I
expect a good season from you guys.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not just saying that?
No.
Yeah, looking forward to it. And then
third team, go ahead.
Third team. Next we have
Cholo
Hits. This is what color are they going to be?
Black.
So we got Alcoballics purple, we're green. Cholo. Ruben always gets black for some reason. Is that just like, does he always get first pick on colors or what?
I don't know the details. You have to ask the captain.
I guess so.
It works.
I feel like he's always black. So we got Cholo Hits. Starting from the top, Adam Aldred, welcome back to the league, buddy. I think my first year in 2019, I first met him, and I think that was my first league year into the league, and then I think that was his last season up until this coming season.
He took a little break.
6 years, more than a little, but just glad to have you back, buddy. Good personality of the league. Go say hi to Adam. Welcome him back to the league. We've got Adam Fox, another one of my good buddies. He'll be making the commute from Busan, so glad to have you back, Adam. Missed you in the fall, but it'll be good to see you in the spring. Alex Greenthumb / Ben Gale, so it looks like they'll be splitting time. Two good personalities in the league.
Can we jump on that?
Go ahead.
If they continue the way they split time last year their system was whoever was I believe it was whoever was less drunk would play that week. Could have been whoever was most drunk. I'm not sure about that, but that was the system they used.
Yeah, I wonder how they're splitting time or how they work that out amongst themselves.
I'll tell you, Alex played more games than Ben.
Okay. Cool. So it must be like something they have going on every season, right? Like,
yeah.
Hey man, I had a really rough Friday night, like, or big Friday night. I need to take Saturday
like a tag
off,
team type of thing. Slap you in, go for it.
Yeah. So maybe, as long as one plays 5 or 6 or 4 or something like the 6-4, 5-5, like they work it out.
They'll work it out.
And then just whoever has the best stats going into the championship weekend, the captain gives them the nod, I guess, right?
They hide the alcohol from him.
No more Jagerbombers for you, Alex. Great though. Okay, and moving on, we've got Eddie Majors. Eddie, good to see you again. Good to see you last week, 2 weekends ago, Rust Buster. Eric B. Nash. Joe Tanya, Sweet Tea. Jocelyn Weber Stolker. Kiwi Luke. Nice.
Got 2 Lukes now.
Kiwi Luke. That's his Facebook name.
That's
so,
right.
Cool. That'll be fun. If he's playing the whole season, that's awesome. Because I've only seen him play like every week, a couple weeks here and there, but never a full season. So that'd be fun to have him around all season. Richard White, Rob Joseph.
Missed.
Above
Richard White.
I did. I skipped.
There's 2 Richards on this team.
I skipped Richard Bates. Sorry, Kiwi Luke, Richard Bates, Richard White.
There you go.
Rob Joseph, Ruben Rodriguez, your captain, and William Wally. Okay, that's a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
Obviously, starting from the top, Adam is probably going to play middle infield. That's where I've always seen him play. So I'm thinking he's going to play shortstop. Give a little relief from Ruben, who oftentimes plays a lot of shortstop on his teams.
Did you see Adam play at Rustbuster?
I did.
Watch him play short?
I did.
He was whipping the ball really hard at people's heads.
Was he?
Oh, he was throwing it really well. I think he folded some gloves of the first baseman. So Nash, be careful.
Okay, so he's rocking him in there, huh?
You couldn't tell he took some time off. Maybe he needed that time to rest the arm, but looks ready to go.
I saw him play a little bit of infield. I never saw him really bat, though. I don't think... Oh, gosh, what team was he on for the Rustbuster? We should talk about that later, too, the Rustbuster. But
yeah, we can get that in.
Yeah. No, yeah, good to have you back, Adam. And then who else we got? Eric Nash.
Yep.
Obviously, he'll play the corner on first, I'm sure. I mean, that dude can dig out any bad ball to first, and he's got a good eye over there. He can stretch, obviously.
He's a big guy,
big tall dude. Wears the glove on his right hand, so I'm sure that's gotta be where he's gonna play. What else you like here?
Something that sticks out to me. Usually, Ruben's teams they're usually all bat, and defense seems kind of optional.
Okay.
With teams that I've seen from him in the past.
Okay.
Right. This team looks
like home run hitters.
Yeah, big dudes hitting the ball. Just outscore them. This team looks very good defensively.
Just like a muscle team.
Right. Big, scary.
Muscle it over the fence, and hopefully the defense can bail you out somewhere.
Eventually, outs fall as they may. But this team looks good defensively.
Yeah.
I think so. Looks like everyone has I can see where everyone's going to play.
Who else? How do you think this team's going to fill out? Who else do you like on the diamond, or where are they going to play on the diamond?
Well, again, Foxy is a great outfielder, usually in right field.
Okay.
Makes great catches.
He can make he'll make.
He's reliable.
Catches. Yeah, he'll make the catches. Yeah.
He can read the ball well.
Good.
Alex is a good defensive player when he's on.
Green thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, fearless.
He'll play also. Well, I've seen him play third.
Third and left outfield.
Field.
Yep, left field.
Sometimes with a beer in his hand, sometimes not with a beer in his hand. We'll see.
With whiskey, whatever.
Or a mixed drink or a cocktail. I don't. What about Kiwi Luke? Where does he play?
Outfield, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eddie's outfield.
Outfields. Richard White.
Outfield. Again, he makes solid catches, right?
Bates.
Outfield.
Who's gonna play? I don't know who's playing second. Fox could play second.
Fox could play second. Yeah. William Wally at the end there. He was playing a lot of third.
Okay. In
the Buster, looking great. Again, he's a rookie.
Jocelyn could play some second.
Second base.
Good time at second. Yep. Outfield.
She can get in the outfield. Yep. Sweet Tea, I think outfield also, right? Yeah, no, I can see where this team is going.
So you're saying maybe a little more defensive minded this year for Ruben?
I think they can score also.
Yeah, dangerous team to watch out.
Might be one of my picks.
Dangerous team to watch out for. All right, so that's Cholo
Hits. I think you did a great job.
And on to the next team.
Ooh, all right. Next up, the fourth team in the league this year are the Good Times. Going down the list, we have Brian Corrigan, Chris Allen, Hebsey, yep, Danny Wright, Dave Lyons, Ephraim Tracy, Foster T, captained by Jason Greener. We have John Yu, Madison St. Louis, Lewis, what do you think?
I would go St. Louis.
St. Louis?
Yeah,
all right.
That's what I would guess.
Yeah. Paul Whitaker, Robert Gold, Shalini Seuss, Tomas Mossy, Phelan? Felon? What do you think? I don't like Felon. He's Phelan.
I thought I've heard it pronounced Phelan.
Phelan, that could be. That sounds Irish.
I could be totally wrong, but I think it's Phelan.
And last up, we got Choi Hyunwoo. All right.
Good times. All right. Well,
we love good times.
Yeah, we were. It was a good time for us last spring. We were both on the good times last spring.
Loved it.
You know, with all good times teams, it starts with the captain. It starts with Jason. I think he likes to draft defensive mindedly, like in his drafts. You know, obviously he likes his speed. This team, I can see a lot of speed on the team. Wow, a lot of speed. Yeah, just no better guy to play for than Jason. I've been on his team, you know, the past 3 springs. So, you know what you're going to get with a Jason coach team, and they're going to come out firing.
Prepared, organized.
That's a good word. Like, he's always going to be prepared. He'll probably have that lineup locked in by Wednesday, Thursday.
I asked him. He reached out. He wanted a player on his team wanted to borrow a glove from me. They've got the first game this week, which is at 12.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're playing them. Yeah.
I was like, I'll be there at 11:30. I think you'll have your team come 30 minutes early. He's like, no, like they'll be here at 11.
They'll be there at 9.
Yeah.
We'll get a full BP in.
Who's going to lead the stretches this year is the question.
So last year we had Sabrina doing it because she's got gymnastics background.
Yeah, she was a cheerleader. Yeah.
Or is it cheerleading? Oh.
Yeah.
Does she also do gymnastics?
Probably.
I thought so. Anyways, who would lead the stretches?
Dave Lyons.
Dave Lyons. Shalini could probably do that. Anybody who's willing, I guess. But yeah, I mean, what I see with this team, you're going to get with Paul. Like,
again, this is a very Jason team.
Great bats. You got a lot of speed with Mossy and Foster, and Shalini's super fast.
Yep. Dave can run.
Dave. Yeah, I forgot Dave can run. Well, Hebsy,
is he dealing with some foot stuff?
I think he might be a little banged up. I think he was talking about a back issue. So I don't know if he's going to be coming into the season 100% healthy, but
he'll turn it on for playoffs.
I mean, he can always muscle the ball.
Yeah.
To get a hit, like whether it's a single or a double, like he always can find the gap. So you don't really have to worry about his bat. Maybe he might not be as mobile like in the field. I'm not really sure. Or maybe he'll just play first base or something like that, or catcher. I don't know.
I heard Witt's also a little banged up.
Okay, really? Well, I mean, he oftentimes plays outfield, so
he's going to take it in this year, I think. I think he's also looking at first base.
Oh, okay.
But Jason's got a plan,
He didn't draft him without a plan in mind.
He knew what was going on.
How do you see the infield and outfield looking with this team?
Let's see.
I see Mossy. I mean,
Mossy's a second baseman.
Plug him in at second.
But so is Shalini.
Shalini plays second. Yeah.
First base will be some combination of Witt and Hebsy probably.
Mm-hmm.
Short is obvious.
Yeah, Jason, who plays third on that team.
Ephraim played some third. Dave Lyons could play some third.
Dave, I forgot about that. I don't. Was Brian Corrigan at the Russ? I thought I've heard the name, but
it might have been in the messenger chat, but I don't recall meeting him at the field. Maybe he was on one of the teams. I believe he's using my glove.
Okay, so he's a lefty.
Yeah.
Ephraim Tracy, he'll play outfield.
He can play. I've seen him play some first during the spring, but again, yeah, he could be in the outfield.
A couple new names that I don't recognize. Madison, St. Louis.
I think she works with Rob, actually.
Okay, but this would be her first.
Yeah.
And Danny is there. I don't believe she's probably playing, right? She's going to be like more on the managerial side.
The co-captain, yep.
The co-captain, Danny Wright. So good to see her back on a roster and hanging out.
Danny. Huh? Always good to see Danny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks like a solid squad. I think we play them the first week, so it's gonna be a tough matchup. You're gonna get with Foster too. He'll probably be leading off and fast as ever.
The top of their lineup is pretty. I can see where this is going. It's gonna be Foster, some combination of Foster, Mossy, Greener.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, maybe someone in between.
Paul, something.
Yeah.
And then Foster can play. Haven't seen him play too much infield, but he'll play some good outfield this year. And Nice. Anything else you want to add to the good times?
Be prepared to
2025?
hear a lot of songs that use the words "good time" in it.
Yeah. So yeah.
And make sure there's always tunes playing in the dugout because we weren't having a good game last year. We got chewed out for not having any music
Yeah,
in the
if there's no
dugout.
good times, there's no good vibes coming from that speaker, that Bluetooth speaker. If that thing is mute, then
You'll hear it.
it might not be as good at times as you would want. So
But it worked, right? We played a much better game after that.
yeah, no, always like playing with
Of
Jason.
course.
Bummer,
Love
not
to
on
play
his
for him.
team, but it'll be fun to play against him and see how his team does this year. So awesome.
Want to take a beer break?
Yeah. Daegu, get ready for some real heat. On the field and in your glass. Fireball Whiskey is proud to sponsor the DSL, fueling big plays, big hits, and even bigger celebrations. Some pitchers throw fastballs, but nothing burns like a fireball. So whether you're rounding the bases or rounding up the crew after the game, keep the fire going with that smooth cinnamon spice. Fireball Whiskey, bringing the heat from first pitch to last call. Drink responsibly. Now, back to the video.
And
We're back. All right, Greg, rattle us off the next team, will ya?
I think it's your team to introduce.
Yes, you're right. Gosh, it's been that long of a break. Okay.
Yeah.
And the next team, we have the Jagerbombers. Cool name. I do like the name a lot. And yeah, let's rattle them off. We've got, first off, in alphabetical order, Adam Oliveras. Really cool dude. Got to meet him a couple weeks ago. Stud. Very good player. Allie Melody. Reigning female MVP. Is that right?
I think so. From the spring?
I believe
so.
Yep, reigning female MVP. Allie was our captain in the fall league. Very, very good player. Dan Skrzina.
Skrzina? Sorry, Dan.
Again, I told you it wasn't going to be perfect with the names here, but I think it's
Skrzina? No.
Dan S. Dan S. Was a wannabe. Sorry. Very solid, well-rounded player.
Mm-hmm.
Saw him play a lot of third. I think he was batting like second behind Ganella, and that team was just a hit machine. And I think Robert was saying he's got some like coaching experience, like he coaches maybe softball or hardball. So I think a good player to have on your team, like not only for the performance and the output that you're going to get with him, but the coaching side of it too.
Yep.
So that's really cool. Daniel Burko, the Burke Wall. Greg, the leg. Grenier, there he is. Jung Jin Ju. Jay Sube. Jake Allen. Michael Lindsay Berkeley. Mr. Barbecue. Quentin, Mr. Barbecue Cooper.
Oh, God.
Rick Cunningham. Your captain, Robert Henry. And Tracy Harrington. All right, it's your team. I guess I'll talk about your team first, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm
go
sure
ahead.
you love your team, but
The greatest team of all time.
No, obviously a lot of my good buddies on the team. And yeah, a lot of good talent. Got to start with the first name on the list, Adam. Saw him play on the Rustbuster a couple weekends ago. Plays a really good infield, and he was just smashing it the other weekend. So, and I think he's fairly young. Do you know how?
Pretty young, early 20s, I believe.
Yeah, so even better. He's got the age on his side.
In this league, I mean,
yeah,
that's young.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot to ask his age, but I think someone told me he was like in his 20s, early 20s.
Yeah.
So, and then Ali, got shortstop with him. Probably Ali will play a good second. You can bat her really anywhere in the lineup, and she can clear the bases.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, third base. So, I mean, you already got like 3 positions on the infield there. And, that dude is an automatic base hit, basically. Like, and he's a vacuum on third. Burko, he could play second, so maybe him and Ali might be fighting over second a little bit, but Burko could also play some outfield too. Greg, the leg. Grenier, I've seen you play first. I've seen you play some good outfields. Do you have a preference on where you want to play this year with this squad?
I think I'll be mostly outfield this year. I believe so.
Yeah,
But
is that kind of the
I think that's the
conversations
plan.
you've
That's the
had with
plan.
Rob?
Yeah. I
Okay.
can't give out all the secrets this early in
Yeah,
the league.
I'm ready to play. Jung Jinju. Jinju, yep. He can play a good catcher too.
Yep. Might be flexing to some first base also.
Might be flexing to some first. On our Rustbuster team, he was playing some outfield.
Oh, yeah?
Was making some plays in the outfield.
Oh yeah.
Jay Sube, speaking of outfield, he could play a good outfield. So I see him probably playing right rover, left rover, or like one of the corners or something. In the outfield. Jake Allen.
Jake Allen was on my Rustbuster team.
Okay, not familiar.
He does the Daegu trivia stuff, if you know about that.
Okay.
Put him in outfield during the Rustbuster. Made a couple good catches out there. Was reading the ball well.
Mm-hmm.
Fun guy also. So
cool.
Excited to have him.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I got a chance to meet him, but I look forward to meeting him soon. Michael Lindsay Berkeley, new to the league. No. She played in the spring.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. She was on Ruben's team, I believe.
I was going to ask
during the spring.
Okay, got it. Q Daddy, play some outfield.
He's gonna try.
Play some outfield sometimes with a beer in his hand. Rick Cunningham, he'll play some first.
First, yep.
He'll play some first. I've had Rick on it. I believe I've had Rick. Rick has been one of my teammates before.
Super reliable.
Robert, play him anywhere really.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he'll just kind of play as needed.
Yep.
As captains do. And Tracy Harrington, welcome back.
Yeah, Tracy took some time off. She's back to play with her beautiful son.
Yeah, Noah. Wonder if she'll be bringing him out to the fields, or
I think so.
Is she like a full-time player? Like
I believe so.
She's gonna like
all 10 games.
Make all of the weekends. Nice.
You know, the nice thing is there's so many people that you could just give your kid to anybody. And,
yeah, very
it'll come back.
Very inclusive league, very family-friendly league, and a lot of youngsters running around these days. And we're playing at a new park, so
it's good to see. There's actually been some special events that maybe we can talk about in a future episode on the website for families
yes.
that have been posted. If you had seen them,
I did see that. Cool. So, are you liking the squad?
I'm loving it. Yeah,
you're loving the squad. What do you like about it? I mean, I know you got some really close buddies on the team, but
right.
What else do you like about it besides that?
Yeah, besides that, again, I see the vision. I see what Rob was going for on this team.
What is it?
Looks like good defense. The infield is super solid.
Yeah, you can kind of already pencil in the infield. That's pretty easy to do, and then
right. I mean, it's almost like a too many cooks type of deal. I see too many people good at too many positions.
Would you say this team's got speed, athleticism, power,
precision? I think we got some speed.
Mm-hmm.
Not too sure about power, but maybe some people legging out some singles into doubles, stretching some triples here and there.
All right, cool. So we'll break it down to the last team.
All right.
Go ahead.
Our last team are the Weekend Warriors. We have BJ Trowbridge, Chris Ganella, David Cox, Juan Diego, Kevin Hambley, captained by Maddie Campbell, Neo Malaby? Malaby.
Osidi Malaby.
Paul Groba, Quinn Walker, Richard Garland, Robin Seacats, Timothy Troy Seymour, and Zeno Lee.
Cool.
All right. What do we think about the Warriors here?
Well,
looking at them, right?
Looking at him hard. I mean, Maddie already knows this because like people were teasing him about this like on the draft party, but
were they?
It's a little bit older of a team.
Okay,
it's an older team.
Yeah,
and you know, someone who's played in the league for 19 seasons, you know, as Maddie has, you know, once you get towards your later year, I mean, not to say he's going to retire anytime soon, but like. The more you play in the league, the more you just want to play with your buddies.
Okay.
And I think he kind of drafted some close friends that he wanted to play with.
Wants to see on Saturday.
Yeah. So So that's kind of what I see in the team, but also obviously like
Yep.
some really good players too, like
Canella,
Sea Cats, Walk, Groba, Ganella,
Garland.
my close buddy Kevin, who will be playing the first time in the spring, played in the fall. Um, Garland coming from Pohang every weekend, like, and a great pitcher too.
They've got the best pitcher, I would
They
say.
got the best pitcher in the league, so he'll be serving up some meatballs. Troy Timothy Seymour, we played with him,
Yep.
pitch perfect.
First base, a little outfield.
Mm-hmm.
Be running around.
Haven't seen this name, Neo.
She played in the Buster.
Okay.
We'll talk about some rookies later.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And then Zeno.
Zeno, again, new to the league.
Did he
Played at the Buster also.
play at the Buster? Okay, so maybe I was just too locked in at the Buster. Maybe I didn't like meet and greet as many new faces as I should have.
Every game is the last game you think you're going to play.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess I'll have to go for a redo. See, week
Say
one,
hello to some people when you're not playing a game.
All right. Well, that rounds out the teams. Got 6 teams, a lot of names. I think we're about 12 or so, 12 to 13 a team. Is
13 deep, I believe.
That
12 and a captain.
What the rosters look like? Okay.
Yep.
Next segment is a rookie shout out.
Yep.
So just going to list off all the rookies. And just kind of like newcomers into the league.
Describe some of their experience with any type of batted ball sport in the past.
Yeah. And we can just do this simultaneously. So I'll take the first team.
Go
for Alcoballics, we have Vanessa Bruce. Had played high school softball before, but looks like it might be first time in the DSL. So welcome, Vanessa. Robert Dalton. I know him pretty well personally. Bobby. I think he would rather be called Bobby. He's played a lot of baseball in the past, but I think this would be his first time playing softball. So Bobby, welcome to the league. Amanda Harazo. Do you remember her from playing fall?
Left off at Amanda.
Yeah, we've got Ye-Jun Lee.
Yep.
Has played baseball. Welcome, Ye-Jun. Eddie Singh, played in the fall. Thanks for coming back in the spring.
Champion. He was on Rob's team, I believe.
Yes, I think you are right. Declan Williamson, a true rookie.
Our first true rookie on this list.
True rookie to baseball/softball.
That's what I would take it as.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming out and trying.
Welcome, Declan.
To all of the true rookies.
Mm-hmm. Sunmi Yu, also another true rookie. Thanks for playing, Sunmi. All right, and looking forward to meeting you.
Our next team.
Well, so a lot of rookies on the Alcoballics.
Yeah,
but,
how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 13 players.
But I think like LV can coach them up. Derek's well experienced. Someone like Will is a good leader. So I think they're in good hands.
Yeah, if any rookies have questions, don't be afraid to go ask your captains. Whatever.
Or Longleg. You can ask Longleg.
Depends at what time of the day you ask them.
Don't ask them at 5.
Yeah, after 5 is no good. Our next team, shall we move on? The Weekend Warriors. Going down their list, they've got Juan Cheech Diego, who's played softball before. I believe he's a military guy, so maybe some base softball.
You can tell he's played softball.
Yeah,
he knows how to hit. Yeah, he's good.
We've got Kevin Hamley, your friend.
Yeah, one of my close friends.
Has he ever played baseball in the past?
Maybe Little League.
Little League
T-ball. Up, I think, but I think he grew up more as like a skater, snowboarder, like
musician,
band kind of guy. So
yeah.
But he's got a little son who's 4 years old. So just to get him out of the house and have him be exposed to the other little kids in the league, and
had a great time playing with his son.
Yeah.
Buster.
Kevin gets to have some fun and try out a new sport. Like, I think he's loving it. Yeah.
Good. He has played fall softball. So again, thanks for coming back. Zeno Lee, a true rookie on the Weekend Warriors. Neo Mosidi, another true rookie. She came out for the Buster again. She looked like she was getting around and enjoying herself. And then BJ Trowbridge, again, my team, Buster, good guy. He's learning. He's picking it up quickly.
Another true rookie.
Another one. So 3 true rookies on the Weekend Warriors. 5 total.
Okay. And then we got the Cholo Hits. This will be a quick one. Just one rookie to the league, but William Wally. Welcome to the DSL. Has played baseball in the past, so has a baseball background.
And you could tell he was again playing really well.
Really?
At the Buster.
Okay. I mean, anybody who's played baseball can probably transition pretty well into softball. So
It's a different swing, but yeah.
yeah, but the mechanics are all kind of still there.
Right.
Yeah, cool. I'll take the next one.
All right, Breaking Bat. We have Titus Bourne. He has played fall softball.
He was on Will's team, yeah.
He was, and he learned super quick during the fall.
Mm.
I don't know if he had any experience before that, but again, pitching, playing third base.
Yeah, he was
He did
making
it
some
all.
good plays on third, and he was batting pretty well too. No,
He was.
Yeah.
He was. Catherine Brashears has played softball in the past. Mia Perez, also a softball player. You guys will fit right in.
Mhm.
Remy Rao, baseball player, was on my Buster team again, hitting it well, playing good defense out there.
Yeah, looks speedy too.
Yeah, he's super comfortable, super speedy. And last,
Semi-pro football player.
That's right, he'll tell you.
Yep.
Kiara Walker, again, fall softball player,
Yeah.
champion from Rob's team.
I remember her. Yeah,
and
good time.
She knows what it takes to win.
She knows what a winning team looks like. So, cool. More rookies. Jagerbombers. We've got Jake Allen coming from a baseball background. So, welcome to the league, Jake. And then we've got Adam Oliveras, who's also played softball, but it looks like he's probably played baseball too. And I think he'll be just fine.
Fit right in.
Welcome, Adam.
And last team to introduce the rookies are from the good times. We got Hyunwoo Choi, again, a true rookie. Brian Corrigan coming in with a baseball background. Robert Gold played some softball. Madison St. Louis, we're going with, softball background.
Mm-hmm.
And John Yu has played some baseball.
Awesome. Let's give it up for the rookies.
Yeah. Thanks for joining, everybody. I know it takes a lot of courage to come out here, especially if you don't know anyone else in the league.
And it's not only that. Some pushback that I've heard from the league, people who are reluctant to sign up, I should say, are, the people who, the weather's starting to get nice, right? So you do have to give up some of the nicer weekends.
It's a big commitment.
In Korea, right? Because spring is only so long.
Yeah.
It seems like it's, maybe a month and a half, and then it goes from really cold to really hot, and you have like only a month between that transition. So
miserable summers.
It's a nice time to play ball, obviously, and if you like to play ball and you like to have a beer and you like to
meet some people,
meet some new people, have some good food, like this will be a fun league for you. Right. So it's
every team makes the playoffs.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And the first team that's leading each division gets a pass into the second round, where the bottom two teams play each other in each division's first round.
How do you like your division, the height division?
Shall we pick each other's division since our teams are in different divisions?
That makes more sense,
right?
So give me a breakdown of the height division. Like, what do you see? What do you see there?
Oh, Jagerbombers are the best team in the division.
Yeah, why is that?
Because I'm on it. No, no, it's a pretty hard division to choose. Actually, I think all of these teams do look pretty good. That's such a bad answer, I know, from a hot take point of view.
Okay, so who do you got in the cast league then? I guess you can't really talk up your league too much.
I think I'm going to take it in order. I think it's going to be close. I don't think any team's going to run away with the division, but I'm going to take it in order of Breaking Bat, Good Times, Warriors.
Really? In alphabetical order?
Yep. I think it's going to be close. No one's going to run away with it.
Okay, height, who do I like? Gosh. It's tough.
Again, it's good.
It's tough to go against Jagerbombers because, I don't know, like, Robert hasn't lost a game as a captain, so that's actually pretty cool.
From the Buster and fall season, right?
Cholo Hits, Alcoballics. I think I'm going to go... I think it'll be close. And the Cholo Hits.
A terrible list.
Jagerbombers, and then Alcoballics.
That's wrong.
That's what I think.
Sometimes opinions can be wrong.
But I think, it'll be close. We'll see.
Yep. I'm excited to get the games going.
Just off paper, that's kind of
no. I mean, I told you I like Cholo Hits a lot. So,
and what do we think about week 1 predictions?
Let's pull that schedule up.
Let's pull the schedule up. First weekend, March 29th. So What's today? Today recording 24th.
That's right.
5 days away. Crossing our fingers for no injuries between now and then.
Yeah, be careful. Bubble wrap yourself.
We got Good Time versus Breaking Bad, first game.
The noon game.
Let's put this on the board here. We'll both take our picks,
All right.
and we'll keep a running tally.
All right. Write the game.
And then you can do...
Put a letter under, G or T.
Yeah, and you can introduce.
Oh, sure.
What do you want to introduce?
All right. So we have our first game, 12 p.m. It is. Got Good Times. I feel like I'm at school working right now.
Mm-hmm.
I did not leave myself enough room. All right. First game, 12 p.m. Good Times versus Breaking Bad.
So Greener's team's going to be there at 10 o'clock.
Jeez. Went a little up on that.
That's fine. I can read it.
Yep. All right. Good Times versus Breaking Bad. Jason's team is going to be ready to play.
Of course.
But so will Tim's team, right?
Yes, we will. Tim can get the soldiers in line.
I did already pick Breaking Bad as my favorite to win this division, so I'm just going chalk. I'm taking Breaking Bad.
Okay.
How about you in this first game?
Why'd you put a G then?
That's me. That's my choice.
Oh, well, G Breaking Bad, maybe? GBB?
Let's put under Breaking Bad.
Well, I mean, I'm playing on Breaking Bad,
Yeah.
so I think I've got to have the confidence to get the W. So, yeah,
All right.
We'll go with Breaking Bad.
All right. Our next game, our 2 p.m. game.
You can also just,
I'm going to go with WW.
Yeah, put some acronyms on that.
The Weekend Warriors versus the
Cholo
Hits. CH. All right. I know who I'm picking.
And tell me why.
I'm picking Cholo Hits. Again, as I've said, Ruben's teams usually take a couple weeks to start cooking. But I think this oven is preheated and ready to go.
Okay.
What do you think?
I picked Cholo Hits to win that division, but I'm going to go Weekend Warriors, I think.
Okay, a little spicy pick.
That's kind of just what I'm feeling. Yep.
Any reason why in particular? Just vibes?
Well, like you alluded to, Cholo Hits takes. I think Ruben's got to get his. Might take a couple weeks to get his guys in line, but they're gonna make a run for it.
Yeah,
towards the end of the
teams
season.
are scary late season.
And Matty Campbell coach team,
they're ready.
I think they're gonna be ready to go. 4 p.m.
And our final game is the Alcoballics versus the Jagerbombers.
What do you like here?
I don't have to answer that.
Alcoballics.
A division game for us too.
Ooh.
This is a division game.
I think they're. Are they not?
They can't all be.
Right. It's a division game for us too.
Yep.
We gotta have a little bit of difference, a little bit of variance. So I'm gonna go with Alcoballics.
Okay.
Yeah, just cause. Alcoballics. Ellie was nice enough to let us rent out her studio for a little bit, so I'm gonna give her team some love. They got the number. Yeah, I mean they got the reigning MVP on that team. I think Derek's gonna come out and play hard, and so is the rest of the squad. Yeah, I don't know. Just feeling Alcoballics that week, but I know Jagerbombers are gonna make a run for it too.
So we're introducing a new system for betting for games. Most other DSL sponsored shows, they choose the winners like this, which is great,
like
right?
Baker's picks,
like Baker's locks of the week. But in this year, we're going to start something new. So I looked at the scores from last year's games, and each team put up an average of about 14.2 runs a game. So altogether, that's about, we'll say, 28.5.
That's precise.
A game, We've got check out the DSL website. You can see past schedules, past scores. They work hard on that website. Go check it out.
You know what, Greg? That's exactly why I wanted you to co-host this with me, because you're a walking baseball encyclopedia, and I fucking love that.
I wish I could remember my students' names as well. All right, so we're at 28.5. Each week we will change it based on how each team is doing, right? But I think 28.5, the league average, is a good place to start. week one defenses can be a little wonky sometimes.
We're going off of fall of last season, right?
This is last spring.
Sorry, last spring. Okay.
10-game sample size for each team, right?
Okay.
Fall's a little, it's hard to predict.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, right.
All right, so we'll just put that up there. Mind your head. So we'll go 28.5. Each of us will pick if we think the cumulative game score will be
for all 3 games.
Yep.
And again, this is total between the two scores, right?
Right. Both teams, their score added together.
Okay.
If it is above or lower than 28.5.
Okay.
All right. So our first game, Good Times and Breaking Bad. 28.5. I know what I'm going.
Go ahead.
I'm going with the under. 2 teams I think are defensive minded, right?
Uh-huh.
I'd have to look at the lineups again.
Jason always drafts defense, you know.
Yeah. I'm not seeing any. I don't think there's any big boys hitting over the fence on either team. Could be wrong. I have to double check the lineup again. But I think that's an easy under. Sounds like a big number, right?
I know.
How often do you see teams putting up 15 each?
Okay, can I make a pick?
You can do it yourself, yeah.
You talked me into it. I'm going the same. Yeah.
Okay.
I think, and it's like the first game of the season too. So like, not not that the defense, like everyone's going to be crisp on defense, but I think maybe
the bats might be a little worse.
It takes a couple weeks to find your stroke, right?
Absolutely.
To find your strength.
Absolutely.
Find your swing, and especially the first game too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know what it is about the first game of the season, but it's usually pretty low scoring.
Weather's a little bit colder.
Season's past.
Joints are a little rickety.
Yeah. No, I like that pick. I'm gonna go under 2.
All right. Do you want to choose the second one? So we're just alternating.
Yeah.
All right. Second game: Weekend Warriors versus Cholos. Can I say that? Cholo Hits. I'll say Cholo Hits. I don't know if that's okay to say.
Cholos. Come on, man. It's 2025.
Yeah. I'm bringing it back.
Warriors.
I know where I'm going on this. I'll wait for you.
I'm going over.
Same.
You are?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think got some big hitters on the Warriors. And Cholo Hits, I mean, it's like almost a home run every time Ruben gets up. So that's, he'll get up 3 or 4 times and he'll have some runners on base. I think, I just think it's going to be over. It's going to be a little warmer out in the day.
At this time, yeah.
And, I like that one to go over. Who did I pick for that one? I picked Weekend Warriors, so 28.5. I'll say.
You gonna try to predict the final score?
Yeah, we'll say it's gonna be close though. 16-14 Warriors.
That would work.
So, yeah.
Are we adding final scores?
Just threw it.
Just for you.
But watch, I get it. Oh,
we should add that, or some type of cumulative run score for the week to see who gets closest to it.
Gosh, now that's a lot to keep track. But if you want to do it, you can.
I don't need extra work. All right, so I'm taking the over on this again. Ruben, big bats, a little leaky as the ship goes at the beginning, right? I think runs will be high.
But like you said, I think maybe that team looks like they're gonna have some good defense too, though. So
yeah.
So okay,
if he knows where to put them, right? I think he does.
Hmm.
All right, last game: Alcoballics versus Jagerbombers.
You go ahead.
Yeah, this is an over.
Yeah? Easy over?
Easy over.
Well, I don't want to pick every same pick as you, so I'm just going to go under just to make it a little different. I think both teams are going to have sound defense. It really starts with the shortstop.
Yeah.
I think both teams have really good shortstops, and that kind of like, you want to build your team around like a
good
shortstop.
Yeah.
Usually.
Shortstop in center.
Or like a one
or a rover.
Cool. All right. So we're 5 days away from opening day.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'll be ready.
Yeah,
I'll be ready.
You excited?
I am excited, man. Just the DSL is so much fun. I think somebody told me it's like the longest running like
foreigner sport league?
Kind of foreigner run league like in Korea or something.
19 years is a long time.
It's a long time, dude. I gotta pick Maddie's brain on that, but I don't know if it was him who told me or someone else, but like it's a long history in this league, man. A lot of great people that have come and gone, and so hoping to provide a little bit of entertainment with this show. Like, I'll go ahead and read my script. So Greg and I wanted to provide our own way of providing some entertainment, and that is through hopefully this channel. We can stay consistent week to week, provide, like we said, breakdowns, and just have some fun with it. So
Following the next couple of weeks will be a little shorter, right? This introductory episode was a little bit. We had a lot to say. We're excited for the league, letting everyone know what's going on,
True.
introducing the teams. Maybe doubleheader weeks will be a little bit longer, also, right?
Yeah, lots to talk about.
So much to talk about.
But yeah, this is the Daegu Diamond Talk. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe if you'd like to. I'll put it on the Facebook group, obviously.
But I say ring that bell if you want a notification.
Ring that bell. Throw in some comments. You can email us at daegu.diamond.talk@gmail.com if you want us to talk about anything specific or just have any general questions around the league. We'd be happy to do it.
Send hate comments too, please. We'll read them.
Again, this is Greg the Leg, and I'm JT, and we're signing off. Cheers.
Cheers.